Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today for another cigar review. Very much looking forward to this smoke, not just for the cigar, but it is actually the first really nice spring day here in New York City. 68 degrees, sunny, not too hot, not humid. It's just really nice right now, and it's been a long string of cold weather, so I'm very happy to just sit here and enjoy a cigar. The cigar is also one I've been looking forward to smoking. This is the Johnny Tobacconaut by Room 101. There's been a few different iterations. This is the one that was originally released in 2023. It is an Ecuadorian grown Connecticut seed shade grown wrapper over a Mexican binder and Nicaraguan fillers, made in the AJ Fernandez factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. It's a 6x52 Toro. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it from people whose palates I trust, who have similar preferences as I do, so very much looking forward to it. Room 101 in general has been a bit hit or miss for me. Nothing from them has been bad, but I've had several that were kind of just, pretty mid, kind of fell flat. I've had a few that were really good, so curious to see how this this one smokes. Off the wrapper, very nice aroma, bit floral, lots of honey, hay. Very nice. All right, let's get this lit up and we'll see what we have. Right at light up here, cold draw, had a little bit of that honey, but mostly barnyard and hay type of notes. First few puffs here, lots of white pepper, tons of white pepper, both on the palate and on the retrohale. Once that kind of initial blast of pepper fades, I'm getting like a nice cornflake with milk type of note, right? So a little creamy and definitely a very cornflake like flavor. A little bit of sweetness on the finish, but everything's kind of overpowered by that white pepper right now. So hopefully the white pepper will start to take more of a backseat and we'll get some more of the nuances to the forefront. But I'll check back in at the end of the first third. At the end of the first third here, nice enough looking burn line there. It's good looking ash, but pretty flaky and falls off pretty easily. It's a medium in strength, medium plus in body, medium on flavor right now. So the first, I want to say almost half of the first third, that white pepper spice was just overpowering and really didn't get anything else except for that little hint of cornflakes. So pretty much the first few puffs, that experience carried through the first half of the first third. After that, the white pepper spice faded quite a bit, and then I was getting a lot more flavors. So since then, it's been phenomenal. Super creamy, I'm getting a little bit of vanilla, still getting that cornflake note, a little bit of sweetness. It's almost like a Frosted Flakes or vanilla ice cream. Not quite that sweet, I'm just getting a hint of sweetness. So like a light version of those things, getting a good amount of generic nuttiness as well. But nice palate coating finish, really creamy on the finish, probably even more so than on the palate while I'm smoking. Retrohale's much smoother. Not a whole lot going on in the retrohale though. Retrohale still getting a decent amount of white pepper spice, not crazy like before. Getting a hint of cedar, but that's about it in the retrohale. But I'm enjoying the way it's developing, and I hope that continues through the end of this middle third here, and I'll check back then. But at the end of the middle third here, nice even burn, great construction all the way through. Draw is pretty open, about what I prefer. So a little more open than I think most people like, but I do, it's kind of perfect for my preferences. Still medium strength, medium plus on body, medium Probably still medium on flavor, maybe a hair over, but not quite medium plus territory yet. Very similar to the second half of the first third all the way through this middle third. Tons of creaminess, just really coats the palate, long lasting on the finish, still getting that kind of cornflake type note, a little bit of vanilla, getting that nuttiness, a little bit of cedar on the finish, but not much else going on, just like a dessert stick, right? So not super complex, but everything that's there is extremely enjoyable. On retrohale, white peppers died down even more, still there, just not nearly as stingy as it was before. Getting a little bit of that cedar still on the retrohale, so not much change there, but very enjoyable right now. Gonna enjoy this down to the end, and I'll check back then. But at the end here, constructions continued to be near perfect. Stay still medium in strength, medium plus on body, medium on flavor. Flavors did take a little bit of a step back in this final third. Starting off, it was still a continuation of the middle third, but I'd say about where this ash began, flavors did start taking a step back. It's kind of overly woody right now. Still super creamy, great body, great finish. Not getting any of that kind of cornflake note. The vanilla is completely gone. Still getting a little bit of nuttiness, but tons of oak and cedar right now. I like woodiness in a cigar. I like those wood notes in a cigar, but it has to be paired with a bunch of different flavor notes. When it's just dominant wood notes, not super enjoyable in my opinion. Yeah, it was very enjoyable up till that point. You know, some people might like that flavor profile, just not for me. So how would I rate this? I'd say 5-pack worthy. If the flavors in the middle third continued all the way through the end, even if it didn't evolve from that and kind of just stayed there, because those flavors were very enjoyable, I would have said 10-pack worthy easily. But with that big step back in this kind of final part of the cigar, I'd say 5-pack worthy. The beginning parts were really super enjoyable, so I'd say still worth trying. Definitely 5-pack worthy. We'll see how the others are, if they all do the same thing. I suspect they will though, because that's kind of been one of the hit or miss factors I've had with Room 101 cigars in the past. I don't know if it's the way they blend or the way they're constructing them, but yeah, just not consistently good all the way through. The beginning, way too much pepper, and now in the end, way too much wood. So yeah, 5-pack worthy. But we'll love to hear in the comments below if you've had the Johnny Tobacconaut. I know the Perfecto was rated very highly. I haven't tried that one, so we'll love to hear your thoughts on that if you've tried that one, but also what your impressions are of Room 101 in general. Thanks for watching and enjoy your smokes.